snow, rain, dirt. We've taken this box through everything.
How's it going, everybody? So on today's review, we're bringing you some of the newer products released by Roam Adventure Company, particularly the rugged storage boxes. So you might ask, what makes this storage box so special and worth more than your typical storage box you might find out on the market? Well, for beginners, on the exterior, it's definitely made of a higher quality plastic that makes it a lot more durable and formed. I mean, it's definitely thicker, it's layered a little heavier, so it make it just that much tougher. It does come standard with these two metal latches that you're able to insert a lock there to keep it a little more protected from whether it be wildlife, other people, or just in general so it doesn't topple over. A neat feature from the Roam box is if you look at the bottom here, it's got these indentations. Where that comes into play is that it has them on the top as well. So if you're into kind of a little more of a minimalistic setup, or you just simply like to keep things a little bit more organized, you can stack these boxes on top of each other and they slide in a lot easier into these grooves where they stay and they don't move around as much. Obviously, you might want to secure it with a strap of some sort, because if you're hitting the trails or anything, obviously it's going to teeter and it might topple over, but otherwise it seats really, really nicely into that. Turning the box over, I'll show you the handles, which look like this. Now, for me personally, after using this and taking it out for a couple of tests, at first on an empty box, let me tell you, this is a drawback system here. I wasn't very fond of it because you'd lift it up and the box would want to like tilt to the sides. It's like it couldn't find a balance. So it made it a little difficult to kind of maneuver it around empty. But we did notice that once it was weighted with product, it definitely was stabilized and that was no longer a problem. They're fairly comfortable. They have a nice tough rubber outing that makes it a little bit more of a grip, and that way things don't slide around too much once you're holding it up. The back looks like fairly simple. It does have a drain plug in the back just in case for whatever reason you do, I guess, want to use it in a sense as a part-time ice chest, I guess. You can go ahead and release any kind of fluid that builds up inside of there, drain it out, make sure you keep your system nice and dry. Otherwise, I'd assume this is for just whether something spills inside of there and you kind of want to wash it a little easier, or simply that, after you want to get home from a trip, you want to store it. It's got some funky smells. You wash it, release it there, makes it a little more practical than tilting the box over. Now, for anybody out there cracking a couple of cold ones, whatever that may be for you, it does come with the handy dandy bottle opener. That was a feature we did use in Colorado and it actually worked out really well. So that was a nice little hidden object there that we appreciated. So good job on that one, Roam. And now we'll go ahead and open up the box to show you a little bit more of what's going on the inside. So as you can see, the top layer is definitely a lot more formed and rugged. It's got this thick gasket that goes around. The drawback to that is the fact that takes a little bit of space from the actual inside. Now you'll see what I mean by that if you kind of take a peek in here. It's got this outer part, but inside it opens up again to the full width of the box. The problem being, if you have something larger, you might have to find a better way to kind of snug it in there and store it. But this does a great job of keeping condensation out from the inside of the box, because we were out in Colorado, caught a little bit of snow out there, and we noticed that it worked pretty well. Our goods stayed dry and there wasn't any issues with water coming in or anything like that, even with the snow, and it did snow on us, so it held its weight, proved worthy. But that might be a drawback for a few people, simply because it makes it a little bit tougher to get certain things in there. All right, so after taking it on a few different trips and different tests, I asked you a couple of questions, which I'll answer myself, but yeah, this is just our own opinion. Obviously, you guys are entitled to your own, but let us know one thing you enjoyed about the box, one thing you didn't like about it, and would you buy it at the end of the day?
One thing I liked about it is definitely the insulation part of it. I like how it keeps kind of moisture out. Definitely, I did not like these handles. These handles are kind of, like Joel said, they kind of, when it's empty or no weight to it or not very much weight in it, it kind of teeter-totters a lot. And also the fact that the insulation part of it, I don't know if it's the mold they use, it takes up a lot of space on the inside, so it's kind of, to me, it's a lot of wasted space. Would I buy it? I'll probably buy it, but the bigger version of this, I wouldn't buy this size, because I think this is, I mean, it's nice size for like storing, but I feel like if you have like a roof rack or something, you can buy the bigger ones and store them up there. Otherwise, I think there's a couple cheaper options if you're gonna go with something this size.
On the same lines, one thing I personally enjoyed a lot about the box is its overall ruggedness. I did think that was a pro for me because it seems like it's a lot more durable and it doesn't seem so flimsy. Like there's a few other cheaper options that I just feel like they're very malleable. Like you barely touch them and you're already indenting them a little, and they're a little more malleable, like I said. The con, definitely the handles, man. I really wasn't a fan. I wasn't a fan of these. For me, I like it simple, keep it old school with the good old plastic handles that are all one unit. It worked. It was good. I mean, I'll give them props for trying to be a little more unique. It does look a little nicer aesthetically, but functionality-wise anyway, I didn't care for it. Would I buy it? I'm gonna kind of have to go with Victor on this one. I wouldn't buy this particular size, but the bigger version, I think I would be interested in it. Just because it allows for a little bit more storage and stuff, and just the bigger size allows you to put a few more things in there, make it worth your dollar. But I do see it lasting, so I think it'd be a good investment.
Definitely durable. And before we let you go, we want to showcase a couple more products that are available at Vagabond 4x4 because they are truly a one-stop shop for all your outdoor needs.
Like for example, here we have this Alps waterproof dry bag. Now this comes in handy for anyone trying to kayak, anybody that wants to go backpacking but wants to make sure that all their contents are kept dry. Now amongst this and this brand, Vagabond carries a multitude of other brands to suit everyone's budget and everyone's needs as well.
Now, for example, they have this mess kit that includes all your plates and stuff to when you're eating out at camp, as well as like hammocks, which are pretty budget friendly. The mess kit's $20. The hammock, I believe, was about $30.
About $30.
So yeah, definitely check them out. They do have breeder meets every month, so if you want to check out any of their products in person, they do have a lot of them in shop. So you can go there, go to the, I believe it's the events page.
Events page on their website, yeah, and you'll be able to find the day. It's a monthly. I think it's once a month. They do a meet and greet for all you locals to Arizona. So swing on by, say hi to Ashton and Brandy. They're very, very nice people, and they're willing to help you in any way possible. Even if you're not sure what it is you're looking for, just talking to them, they can kind of get an idea of your interests and then show you the products that might accommodate your needs at that point.
As well as they just started doing the rental program. They have the products that you can rent out and try before you buy, or if you just want one of those people that doesn't camp too often and just wants to rent some gear for the weekend, definitely check them out. Check out their website for rates. Yeah, so it's a pretty cool new program, a new way to get out there and and camp and explore.
Definitely. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and put the link in the description to each and every one of these products, as well as to their website. So like we said, go ahead and give them a shout out, and yeah, we'll go ahead and check in with you guys another time, and that about wraps up this review.
All right, see you guys next time.